In a world filled with noise and challenges, self-confidence can seem like an elusive treasure. Yet, this power lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. Welcome to today's video, where we'll embark on a transformative journey to explore and build your unshakable self-confidence. We'll delve into both the psychological and philosophical aspects of confidence, providing practical tools to master your mind and body and face your fears head-on. Whether you aspire to speak confidently in public, achieve your career goals, or simply feel more fulfilled in your everyday life, this video has you covered. We're about to dive deep into the world of self-confidence and uncover the immense power that resides within you. Get ready to make real and lasting changes in your life, all within the span of this video. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Understanding self-confidence. The unexamined life is not worth living, said Socrates. The ancient Greeks were onto something. If you're cruising through life on autopilot, never questioning your beliefs or pushing your boundaries, you're missing out on the whole point. At the heart of a life well lived is self-confidence, that elusive quality that allows you to step into your power and become the hero of your own story. So, what is self-confidence? It's not about strutting around like you own the place or thinking you're better than everyone else. That's just arrogance, and nobody likes a jerk. True self-confidence is more like a quiet knowing, a deep-down belief that you can handle whatever life throws at you. It's about having the guts to go after what you want, even when you're scared. It's about embracing your flaws and imperfections, knowing they don't define you. It's about showing up, standing up, and speaking up, even when your inner voice is telling you to play it safe. The catch-22 of confidence. Here's where things get tricky. We often think we need to feel confident before we can act confidently. It's like waiting to feel brave before rescuing a kitten from a tree. Chances are that kitten is going to be stuck up there for a while. The truth is, confidence isn't a feeling. It's a choice. It's about taking action despite your fear, not because of its absence. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a diving board, heart pounding, palms sweating, your mind screaming, "Don't do it. You'll belly flop and everyone will laugh." But you take a deep breath, remind yourself why you're doing this, maybe to conquer your fear of heights or impress your crush, and you jump anyway. That's confidence in action, the confidence curve. Now, let's talk about balance. Too little confidence and you'll spend your life playing it safe, missing out on opportunities and experiences that could bring you joy and fulfillment. But too much confidence, the kind that's not grounded in reality, can lead to recklessness and bad decisions. It's like Icarus flying too close to the sun. His overconfidence melted his wings and sent him plummeting into the sea. Think of confidence as a curve. On one end, you have the folks who are so afraid of failure, they never even try. On the other end, you have those who are so convinced of their awesomeness that they take foolish risks. True confidence lies somewhere in the middle, a sweet spot where you're willing to step outside your comfort zone, but also prepared, realistic, and ready to learn from your mistakes. Where does confidence come from? Confidence isn't something you're born with or something you can buy at the mall. It comes from within. It's about getting to know yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your values, your dreams. It's about accepting yourself, flaws and all, and recognizing that you're worthy of love and respect, just like everyone else. Think of confidence like a garden. You have to tend to it, nurture it, and weed out the negative thoughts and beliefs that can choke the life out of it. It takes time and effort, but the rewards are worth it. A confident you is a happier, more resilient, and more successful you. The world needs your gifts. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. We all struggle with self-doubt from time to time. But the world needs your unique gifts and talents. Don't let fear hold you back. Embrace your inner superhero and start living the life you were meant to live. Lesson 2. Setting goals and getting started. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, said Laozi. These wise words couldn't be truer when it comes to building self-confidence. You can't just sit around wishing you were more confident. You've got to get off your butt and do something about it. But before you lace up your boots and hit the trail, you need a compass and a map. That's where goals come in. Why goals matter. Think of your life as a vast, uncharted wilderness. Without goals, you're just wandering, hoping you'll stumble upon something good. But with goals, you have a clear direction, a purpose, a reason to keep pushing forward, even when the going gets tough. Goals are like the North Star, guiding you through the darkness and helping you stay on course. The power of specificity. Now, let's talk about the difference between a wish and a goal. A wish is vague and intangible. I wish I were more confident. A goal is specific and measurable. I will initiate conversations with 3 new people at the next networking event. Specificity is key because it gives you a clear target to aim for and a way to track your progress. Think of it like playing darts. If you just throw the dart randomly, hoping it'll hit the board somewhere, you're not likely to score many points. But if you focus on a specific target, like the bullseye, you have a much better chance of hitting it. The same goes for goals. The more specific you are, the more likely you are to achieve them. The sweet spot of realism. But let's not get carried away. Setting unrealistic goals is a recipe for disappointment and frustration. It's like trying to climb Mount Everest without any training or equipment. You're setting yourself up for failure. Your goals should be challenging, but they should also be achievable. Think of it like Goldilocks and the 3 bears. You don't want your goals to be too easy. That's boring. And you don't want them to be too hard. That's discouraging. You want them to be just right, challenging enough to push you outside your comfort zone, but not so challenging that you give up before you even start. Values. The compass of your soul. Now, let's talk about the compass, your values. Values are your guiding principles, the things that matter most to you in life. They're like the moral compass that helps you make decisions and stay true to yourself. Imagine you're lost in the woods. You have a map, but you don't know which way to go. Your compass points you north, helping you orient yourself and find your way back to civilization. Values do the same thing for your life. They help you navigate the complexities of the world and make choices that align with your deepest desires. Examples of values. Values can be anything from honesty and integrity to creativity and adventure. They're the things that make your heart sing and your soul soar. Here are a few examples to get you thinking. Authenticity. Being true to yourself, even when it's not popular. Compassion. Showing kindness and understanding to others, even when they don't deserve it. Courage. Facing your fears and taking risks, even when you're scared. Creativity. Expressing yourself through art, music, writing, or any other form of creative expression. Growth. Continuously learning and evolving, never settling for mediocrity. Purpose. Living a life that has meaning and makes a difference in the world. Finding your true north. So, how do you find your values? It takes some soul searching. It's about digging deep and asking yourself some tough questions. What are the things that make me feel most alive? What are the things I'm willing to fight for? What kind of person do I want to be in the world? Think of it like a treasure hunt. The treasure is your true self, your authentic values. You have to follow the clues, overcome obstacles, and dig deep to find it. But once you do, it's the most valuable treasure you'll ever possess. Setting goals that matter. Once you know your values, you can start setting goals that align with them. This is where the magic happens. When your goals are rooted in your values, they become more than just things you want to achieve. They become expressions of who you are and what you stand for. Building the house of your life, a blueprint for confidence. Imagine you're building a house. The foundation of this house is your values, the strong base that supports everything else. These values guide your decisions, shape your character, and provide the stability you need to weather life's challenges. The walls of this house represent your goals, the structure that gives your life shape and purpose. These goals are what you strive for, the milestones that keep you moving forward. Finally, the roof of this house is your self-confidence, the shelter that protects you from the storms of life. This self-confidence is what keeps you standing tall, even when the winds of doubt and fear blow hard. But here's the thing. This house you're building isn't just for you. The world needs your unique gifts and talents, and it's up to you to share them. Don't let fear or self-doubt hold you back. Embrace your values, set meaningful goals, and start living the life you were meant to live. In the next lesson, we'll dive deeper into the practical steps you can take to cultivate self-confidence. We'll explore how to challenge negative thoughts, step outside your comfort zone, and embrace your imperfections with courage and grace. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take that first step today and keep moving forward. The world is waiting for you. Lesson 3. The Art of Rolling with the Punches. Acceptance is the only way out, said Robert Frost, and the man knew what he was talking about. Life's a bumpy ride full of twists and turns, and sometimes it throws you curveballs that knock you flat on your back. You can't control the weather, the traffic, or the jerk who cuts you off in line, but you can control how you react to those things. That's where acceptance comes in. The art of rolling with the punches and not letting life's little or big annoyances get under your skin. But here's where it gets a little mind-bending. You might be thinking, wait a minute, I thought this was about changing myself and becoming more confident. Isn't acceptance the opposite of change? And not quite. Acceptance is the foundation of change. It's about acknowledging where you are right now, without judgment, so you can move forward with clarity and purpose. Think of it like this. You're trying to build a sandcastle on the beach, but the tide keeps coming in, washing away your progress. You can fight the tide, get frustrated, and give up. Or you can accept that the tide is part of the natural rhythm of the ocean. Adjust your strategy and build your sandcastle further up the beach. The same goes for life. You can't control everything, but you can control how you respond. The suffering equation. Let's talk about the difference between pain and suffering. Pain is inevitable. Heartbreak, loss, disappointment, they're all part of the human experience. But suffering is optional. Suffering is what happens when we resist pain, when we fight against reality, and wish things were different. Think of it like this. You stub your toe on the coffee table. That's pain. It hurts like hell. But then you start cursing, kicking the table, and replaying the incident in your mind, berating yourself for being so clumsy. That's suffering. You're adding insult to injury, making the pain even worse. The antidote to resistance, acceptance. The antidote to resistance is acceptance. Acceptance is not about giving up or resigning yourself to a life of misery. It's about acknowledging what is, without judgment, so you can make conscious choices about how to move forward. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You can get angry, honk your horn, and stress yourself out. Or you can accept that you're stuck, put on some good music, and enjoy the ride. You're still in traffic, but you're not making it worse by resisting. The power of acceptance. Acceptance is a superpower. It allows you to reduce suffering because when you stop resisting pain, you stop adding fuel to the fire. Acceptance creates space for healing and growth. When you see things as they are, without judgment, you can make better decisions and take more effective action. Acceptance also cultivates resilience. When you accept that setbacks are a part of life, you bounce back faster and stronger. It enhances self-compassion too. When you stop beating yourself up for your imperfections, you create a more loving and supportive relationship with yourself. Remember, the world doesn't need a perfect you. You're not a machine. You're a human being, with all the messiness and complexity that entails. The world needs an authentic you, so embrace your flaws, celebrate your strengths, and practice acceptance every day. It's the key to unlocking your inner superhero and living a life of confidence and joy. In the next lesson, we'll explore how to calm your body and mind in the face of fear and anxiety. We'll learn practical techniques for managing stress, cultivating mindfulness, and accessing your inner peace. Remember, confidence is a journey, not a destination. So let's keep moving forward, one step at a time. Lesson 4. The body electric. Calm your body for confidence. The mind and body are not separate entities. They are deeply interconnected, said the Buddha, and modern science backs him up. Your body and mind are in constant conversation, like two best friends whispering secrets. When you're stressed or anxious, your body blares the alarm. Heart pounding, palms sweating, stomach churning. It's like your inner caveman freaking out about a saber-toothed tiger, even if the only threat is a job interview or a first date. But here's the kicker. You can hack this system. By calming your body, you can send a message to your brain that everything's cool. It's like slipping a chill pill into your caveman's coconut water. When your brain chills out, your confidence level rises. It's a win-win, the body as a temple. Think of your body as a high-performance machine. If you want it to run smoothly, you've got to take care of it. That means eating healthy food, getting enough sleep, and moving your body regularly. It's not about being a fitness model or a health nut. It's about giving your body the fuel it needs to function at its best. Imagine this. You wouldn't put cheap gas in a Ferrari, would you? No way. You'd give it the premium stuff so it can roar down the highway at top speed. Your body deserves the same respect. Feed it junk and it'll sputter and stall. Feed it good stuff and it'll purr like a kitten. The sleep-confidence connection. Let's talk about sleep. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness and sleep deprivation. We brag about pulling all-nighters and surviving on caffeine and adrenaline. But here's the truth. Sleep deprivation is a confidence killer. It makes you irritable, foggy-headed, and more prone to anxiety and negative thinking. It's like trying to run a marathon on an empty stomach. You're not going to make it very far. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a smartphone. When you sleep, it's like plugging it in to recharge. If you don't get enough sleep, your battery drains, and your phone starts acting wonky. You can't focus, you make mistakes, and you're more likely to snap at your friends. The same goes for your brain. The movement medicine. Now, let's talk about exercise. I know. You're busy. You have a job, a family, and a Netflix queue that's a mile long. But trust me, exercise is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's not just about looking good in a swimsuit. It's about feeling good in your skin. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that boost your mood and reduce stress. It's like a natural antidepressant without the side effects. Think of it like this. Your body is like a car. If you leave it sitting in the garage all day, it's going to get rusty and sluggish. But if you take it out for a spin, it'll run smoother and faster. Exercise is like taking your body out for a joyride. It gets your blood pumping, your muscles moving, and your mind clear. The food-mood link. Finally, let's talk about food. You are what you eat, literally. The food you put into your body affects your energy levels, your mood, and your overall health. It's not about being on a diet or depriving yourself of your favorite treats. It's about making mindful choices that nourish your body and mind. Consider this. Your gut is like a second brain. It's full of neurons that communicate with your brain, influencing your thoughts and feelings. If you feed your gut junk food, it's going to send messages of stress and anxiety to your brain. But if you feed it healthy food, it's going to send messages of calm and contentment. The power of the pause, practicing mindfulness. Now, let's talk about mindfulness. It's not just about sitting on a cushion and chanting, Om. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment, without judgment. It's about noticing your thoughts and feelings, without getting caught up in them. It's about being aware of your body and your surroundings, without getting distracted. Imagine this. Your mind is like a monkey, swinging from thought to thought, never staying still. Mindfulness is like training that monkey to sit still for a few minutes so you can observe it without getting caught up in its antics. It's not easy, but it's worth it. The gratitude attitude, a powerful tool for calming your body and boosting confidence. Gratitude is more than just a fleeting feeling. It's a powerful tool that can transform your life, especially when things are tough. By focusing on what you're grateful for, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Instead of dwelling on what you lack, you start to appreciate all the good things that you already have. Think of your mind as a garden. If you focus on the weeds, you'll miss the flowers. Gratitude is like weeding your mental garden, allowing you to appreciate the beauty that's already there. When you make gratitude a regular practice, it not only improves your mood but also enhances your confidence. By acknowledging the positives in your life, you remind yourself of your strengths and accomplishments. This shift in focus can have a profound effect on your overall outlook, making you feel more secure and capable. Whether it's a loving family, supportive friends, or simply the fact that you woke up today, recognizing these blessings helps to create a foundation of positivity on which to build your confidence. Lesson 5. The body language of confidence. Communicating without words. Body language plays a crucial role in how others perceive you and, more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Your posture, gestures, and facial expressions all send signals to the world about how you're feeling, but they also send signals to your brain. If you want to feel more confident, you can start by acting more confident. Think of your body as a puppet. If you slump and frown, you're telling your brain that you're sad and defeated. However, if you stand tall and smile, you're telling your brain that you're happy and confident. It's a simple trick, but it works. Imagine stepping onto a stage. The world is your stage, and how you present yourself matters. By adopting confident body language, you not only change how others see you, but also how you see yourself. Stand tall, keep your shoulders back, and maintain eye contact. These small adjustments can make a big difference in how you feel internally. Over time, as you consistently practice these behaviors, they will become second nature, and the confidence they inspire will feel more natural and genuine.
Mind Gym, taming the beast of negative thinking. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful. They shape our reality, influence our emotions, and drive our actions. However, not all thoughts are our friends. Sometimes they're more like that annoying backseat driver, constantly criticizing your every move and predicting doom and gloom at every turn. This is where understanding the thought-feeling-action loop becomes essential. Negative thoughts can trigger a cascade of negative emotions like anxiety, sadness, and anger, which can lead to self-sabotaging behaviors such as procrastination, avoidance, and self-medication. It's a vicious cycle. Negative thoughts lead to negative feelings, which lead to negative actions, reinforcing the negative thoughts. It's like being stuck in mental quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. The first step in breaking this cycle is recognizing the cognitive distortions at play. These distortions are like party crashers, wreaking havoc on your mental well-being. For example, all or nothing thinking sees the world in black or white, with no middle ground. If you didn't get that promotion, you might conclude that you're a complete loser. Overgeneralization takes one negative event and turns it into a never-ending pattern. If you spill coffee on yourself, you might tell yourself that you're clumsy and always mess things up. Mental filtering makes you focus on the negative and ignore the positive. If you got a B on your essay, you might dismiss the professor's praise for your creativity and consider the B a failure. Other distortions include discounting the positive, jumping to conclusions, mind reading, fortune-telling, magnification and minimization, emotional reasoning, should statements, labeling and mislabeling, and personalization. Each of these distortions twists reality, making it harder to see things clearly and more likely to get stuck in negative thinking patterns. But don't worry, you have the power to challenge and reframe these thoughts. The Thought-Busting Toolkit. Tools to challenge negative thinking. The first step in challenging negative thoughts is to identify the distortion at play. Once you know the culprit, you can start to dismantle it. For example, if you catch yourself engaging in all or nothing thinking, you can challenge it by gathering evidence that contradicts the negative thought. Ask yourself, do I always mess things up? Then, remind yourself of times when you succeeded, like when you aced that presentation or cooked an amazing dinner. This evidence-based approach helps to break down the negative thoughts and replace them with a more balanced perspective. Another tool is considering alternative explanations. If a friend didn't text you back, instead of assuming they're mad at you, consider other possibilities. Maybe they're just busy or their phone is dead. By broadening your perspective, you reduce the emotional impact of negative thoughts and open yourself up to more positive possibilities. Reframing the thought is another powerful technique. Instead of telling yourself, I'm such a loser, try saying, I'm human and I make mistakes, just like everyone else. But I'm also capable and resilient, and I can learn from my mistakes. This shift in language helps to cultivate self-compassion, which is crucial for maintaining a positive mindset. Talk to yourself with the
kindness and understanding you would offer a good friend. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to take a break and come back to the task later. The power of the pause. Breaking free from negative thinking. One of the most effective ways to break free from negative thinking is to simply pause. When a negative thought pops into your head, don't react immediately. Take a deep breath, observe the thought without judgment, and then choose how you want to respond. Think of it like driving down the road and seeing a billboard flash a negative message about yourself. You don't have to swerve off the road and crash into a ditch. Instead, you can keep your hands on the wheel, acknowledge the billboard, and keep driving toward your destination. Remember, your thoughts are not facts. They're just thoughts, fleeting mental events that come and go. Don't let them control you. Challenge them, reframe them, and let them go. The world needs your unique gifts and talents. Don't let negative thinking hold you back. Embrace your inner superhero and start living the life you were meant to live. Lesson 6. The blueprint of your soul. Deconstructing and reconstructing core beliefs. Core beliefs are like the foundation of a skyscraper. If the foundation is weak, the whole building is unstable. The same goes for your life. If your core beliefs are negative and self-limiting, they'll undermine your confidence and hold you back from achieving your goals. For example, Jasmine, a bright and talented woman, struggles with a deep-seated belief that she's not worthy of love and respect. This belief stems from a childhood filled with criticism and neglect. As a result, she finds herself in unhealthy relationships, constantly seeking validation from others and settling for less than she deserves. It's like she's trying to build a skyscraper on a swamp. No matter how hard she tries, the building is always at risk of collapsing. The first step in reconstructing your core beliefs is to identify them. What are the deeply ingrained beliefs that shape your thoughts and actions? Are they positive and empowering, or are they negative and self-limiting? Once you've identified your core beliefs, you can start to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief true? Is it serving me? Is it helping me to become the person I want to be? If the answer is no, it's time to let go of that belief and replace it with a more empowering one. Creating a life that aligns with your authentic self. Once you've deconstructed your negative core beliefs, it's time to reconstruct your life on a foundation of positive, empowering beliefs. Start by identifying your core values. What matters most to you? What do you want to stand for? These values will guide you as you set meaningful goals and create a life that aligns with your authentic self. Confidence is a journey, not a destination. It's about taking one step at a time, challenging your negative thoughts, reframing them, and cultivating a more positive and empowering mindset. It's about recognizing the power of gratitude, the importance of body language, and the need to pause and reflect on your thoughts before reacting. It's about deconstructing the faulty wiring of your core beliefs and reconstructing a life that aligns with who you truly are. So, go out there and rock it. The world is your stage, and you have the power to create the life you want. Embrace your inner superhero and start living the life you were meant to live. The journey may be challenging, but it's worth it. Confidence is not a destination. It's a journey. One step, one thought, one belief at a time. The power of belief. Belief is an incredibly powerful force, capable of influencing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in profound ways. One of the most striking examples of this is the placebo effect. This phenomenon occurs when people experience real improvements in their symptoms simply because they believe they are receiving a powerful medication, even if that medication is nothing more than a sugar pill. The effects aren't just imagined. They are real physiological changes triggered by the power of belief. This highlights how our mind can directly impact our body, shaping not only how we feel, but also how we function. Now, consider a different scenario. Imagine you are told that you will be giving a speech in front of a large audience. If you hold the belief that you are a terrible public speaker, you will likely experience anxiety, sweaty palms, and a racing heart. Your belief sets off a chain reaction in your body and mind, reinforcing the idea that public speaking is a terrifying ordeal. On the other hand, if you believe that you are capable and well prepared, the same situation might evoke feelings of calm and confidence. The situation itself hasn't changed, but your belief about it has, and that belief changes everything. The self-fulfilling prophecy. Negative core beliefs can create self-fulfilling prophecies. For instance, if you believe that you are not good enough, you may act in ways that confirm this belief. You might avoid challenges that downplay your accomplishments and seek validation from others, all of which reinforce the notion that you are inadequate. It's as though you are writing your script for failure, a script based on the faulty assumption that you lack worth or ability. However, This script is not set in stone. The good news is that you can rewrite that script. By identifying and challenging your negative core beliefs, you can create a new blueprint for your life, one based on self-acceptance, self-compassion, and self-confidence. This process begins with an excavation of your beliefs, where you dig deep to uncover the underlying assumptions that have been guiding your thoughts and actions. The excavation of beliefs. Identifying your negative core beliefs is like excavating an ancient city. It requires patience and diligence as you brush away layers of dirt and debris to uncover the hidden treasures beneath. Several tools can help you in this excavation process. Examine your thoughts and feelings. Pay close attention to your automatic negative thoughts and the emotions they trigger. Ask yourself what underlying beliefs are driving those thoughts and feelings. Explore your past. Reflect on your childhood experiences, family dynamics, and cultural influences. Consider how these factors have shaped your beliefs about yourself and the world around you. Seek feedback. Ask trusted friends and family members for their observations about your strengths and weaknesses. Sometimes others can see things about us that we can't see ourselves. Consult a therapist. A therapist can provide a safe and supportive environment to help you identify and challenge your negative core beliefs. They can also offer tools and techniques for reframing those beliefs and creating a more positive and empowering mindset. The Reconstruction Project. Once you've identified your negative core beliefs, it's time for the Reconstruction Project. This is where you begin to dismantle the old, faulty blueprint and build a new one that supports your confidence and well-being. Here are some strategies to help you with the reconstruction. Challenge the evidence. Look for evidence that contradicts your negative core beliefs. For example, if you believe, "I'm not good enough," think about all the times you've succeeded, helped others, or made a positive impact. Reframe the belief. Turn the negative belief into a more balanced and realistic one. For instance, instead of thinking, "I'm unlovable," try reframing it as, "I am worthy of love and respect, just like everyone else." Affirm your strengths. Focus on your positive qualities and accomplishments. Remind yourself of all the things you're good at and all the things you've achieved. Set realistic goals. Set goals that are challenging but achievable. This will help you build confidence and create a sense of momentum. Practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself with kindness and understanding. Forgive yourself for your mistakes and celebrate your successes. The world is your canvas. Remember, you're not stuck with the blueprint you inherited. You have the power to create a new one that reflects your true potential and empowers you to live a life of confidence and joy. So grab your tools, roll up your sleeves, and start building. The world is your canvas. In the next part of this journey, we'll explore how to step outside your comfort zone and embrace new challenges. We'll learn how to face your fears, overcome procrastination, and take bold action toward your goals. Remember, confidence is a journey, not a destination. So let's keep moving forward, one brick at a time. Lesson 7. The courage to leap. Facing your fears and embracing the unknown. Joseph Campbell, the legendary mythologist, once said, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." We all have those dark, scary caves in our minds, filled with our deepest fears and insecurities. We avoid them like the plague, building walls and barricades to keep them at bay. But here's the twist. Those caves aren't just prisons. They're also portals to growth and transformation. The fear-confidence connection. Think of fear as a guard dog, protecting you from perceived danger. It's a useful instinct that keeps you from doing stupid things, like jumping off cliffs or petting rabid squirrels. However, sometimes that guard dog gets a little overzealous, barking at shadows and keeping you trapped in a cage of your own making. The fear of the unknown. One of the most common fears is the fear of the unknown. It's that feeling of dread and uncertainty that creeps in when you're about to step outside your comfort zone. It's the voice in your head that says, "What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if I'm not good enough?" Imagine you're standing at the edge of a dark forest. You can see the path ahead, but you can't see what lies beyond. Your imagination runs wild, conjuring up images of monsters and booby traps. It's natural to feel scared, but it's also natural to feel curious. What if, instead of monsters, you find hidden waterfalls, enchanted meadows, and a treasure chest filled with gold? The fear of failure. Another common fear is the fear of failure. This fear stems from the belief that if you don't succeed, you are a failure. It's the pressure to be perfect and never make a mistake. It's the voice in your head that says, "If I don't get this right, I'm worthless." But think of it like this. You're learning to ride a bike. You're going to fall. It's inevitable. But every time you fall, you learn something. You learn how to balance, how to steer, and how to brake. Eventually, you'll be cruising down the street, wind in your hair, feeling like a champion. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. The fear of rejection. Then there's the fear of rejection, the fear of being judged, criticized, or excluded. It's the voice in your head that says, "They won't like me. They'll think I'm weird. They'll laugh at me." Imagine you're at a party and you see a group of people you'd like to talk to. You hesitate, worried they won't accept you. But what if they do? What if you make new friends, have interesting conversations, and discover shared passions? You'll never know unless you try. The exposure elixir, the antidote to fear, is exposure. It's about facing your fears in a safe and controlled way, gradually building up your tolerance and realizing that you're stronger than you think. For example, if you're afraid of spiders, you might start by looking at pictures of spiders, then watching videos of spiders, then observing spiders in a terrarium, and finally, holding a spider in your hand. Each step is a little scary, but each step also builds your confidence and reduces your fear. The key to exposure is to start small. Don't try to conquer your biggest fear all at once. Break it down into manageable steps and celebrate each victory along the way. It's like climbing a mountain. You don't start at the summit. You start at the base, taking one step at a time, enjoying the scenery and the challenge. Eventually, you'll reach the top, feeling proud and exhilarated. The courage to leap. Facing your fears takes courage. It's not about being fearless. It's about being brave in the face of fear. It's about choosing to act even when you're scared. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a cliff, about to bungee jump. Your heart is pounding, your palms are sweating, and your mind is screaming, "Don't do it." But you take a deep breath. Remind yourself why you're doing this. Maybe to conquer your fear of heights or to experience a rush of adrenaline, and you jump anyway. That's courage in action. The world needs your gifts. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. We all have fears, but the world needs your unique gifts and talents. Don't let fear hold you back. Embrace the unknown. Face your fears and step into your power. Lesson 8. The hero's journey continues, maintaining confidence and moving forward. The journey to building self-confidence isn't a one-and-done deal. It's a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. As Steve Jobs, the tech titan, once said, "The journey is the reward." Embracing this mindset can help you maintain your newfound confidence and continue moving forward, even when the road gets tough. The confidence journey. Embracing the ups and downs. Building self-confidence is an ongoing adventure, full of twists, turns, and unexpected detours. Throughout this journey, you'll experience moments of triumph, where you feel like you can conquer the world, and moments of doubt, where you question everything you've accomplished. But that's okay. It's all part of the process. Think of your confidence journey as a roller coaster. There will be exhilarating highs where you're soaring above the clouds, feeling invincible. These are the moments when everything seems to align perfectly, and you can sense your potential unfolding before you. But then, there will also be stomach-churning lows, where you feel like you're about to crash and burn. These are the times when self-doubt creeps in, and you wonder if you're on the right path. However, here's the secret. The lows are just as important as the highs. They teach you resilience, humility, and the importance of getting back up and trying again. When you face challenges and setbacks, it's easy to feel discouraged, but these experiences are essential for your growth. Each low point is an opportunity to learn more about yourself, to dig deep, and to build the strength that will carry you through future obstacles. Embracing a growth mindset. A crucial element in maintaining confidence is adopting a growth mindset, a concept popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck. A growth mindset is the belief that you can learn and improve through effort and dedication. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, which sees your abilities as set in stone. Embracing a growth mindset allows you to view setbacks as opportunities for growth, rather than as evidence of your inadequacy. Imagine you're learning to play the guitar. You're not going to sound like Jimi Hendrix overnight. At first, you'll hit sour notes, fumble with chords, and maybe even break a string or two. But with practice, you'll get better. You'll learn new songs, master complex techniques, and perhaps even start writing your music. The same goes for confidence. It's a skill that you can develop and refine over time. Each small victory along the way builds your confidence, and each setback provides a lesson that helps you improve. The power of self-reflection. Self-reflection is a key ingredient in the confidence-building process. It's about taking time to pause, look inward, and assess your progress. Self-reflection isn't just about recognizing your achievements. It's also about understanding the challenges you've faced and the lessons you've learned. By regularly reflecting on your experiences, you can identify areas for growth and set new goals for yourself. Think of self-reflection like a rest stop on a long road trip. You've been driving for hours and you're starting to get tired. You pull over at a rest stop, stretch your legs, grab a snack, and check your map. You assess how far you've come, how far you have to go, and whether you need to adjust your route. Self-reflection allows you to recharge, reassess, and make sure you're still on track. It's an essential practice that helps you stay focused and motivated on your confidence journey. Celebrating your successes. Another important part of maintaining confidence is celebrating your successes. It's not about being arrogant or boastful. It's about acknowledging your hard work and giving yourself credit for your accomplishments. Celebrating your achievements is a way to reinforce your progress and keep yourself motivated for the future. Imagine you've just finished a marathon. You're exhausted, but you're also elated. You've crossed the finish line after months of training and dedication. A volunteer hands you a medal, and you wear it proudly, knowing you've earned it. Celebrating your successes is like receiving that medal. It's a tangible reminder of your achievements and a source of motivation to keep going. Whether your victories are big or small, take the time to recognize them and appreciate how far you've come. Learning from setbacks. Setbacks are inevitable on the journey to building self-confidence. You'll make mistakes, face rejection, and experience disappointment. But don't let those setbacks derail you. Instead, see them as opportunities for learning and growth. Every setback provides valuable data that can help you improve and move forward. Think of setbacks like experiments in a scientist's lab. You have a hypothesis, you gather data, and you analyze the results. Sometimes the results confirm your hypothesis, and other times they don't. But either way, you learn something. You refine your hypothesis, adjust your methods, and try again. Setbacks are like those experiments. They provide you with information that you can use to adjust your approach and keep moving forward. Remember, every great achievement is the result of many small failures along the way. Building a support squad. One of the most important lessons on the confidence journey is that you don't have to do it alone. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, encourage you, and challenge you to be your best. A strong support squad can make all the difference in your confidence journey. Imagine you're a basketball player on a team. You have teammates who pass you the ball, set screens for you, and cheer you on from the sidelines. They celebrate your successes and pick you up when you fall. Your support squad is like that team. They're there to help you win the game of life. Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or colleagues, having a support system provides you with the encouragement and accountability you need to keep pushing forward. The lifelong quest. Building self-confidence is a lifelong quest. It's not about reaching a certain level and then coasting. It's about constantly pushing your boundaries, embracing new challenges, and evolving into the best version of yourself. Confidence is not a destination, but a journey that requires ongoing effort and commitment. Think of yourself as an explorer, venturing into uncharted territory. You have a map, but it's incomplete. There are blank spaces, hidden trails, and unexpected obstacles. But that's what makes the journey exciting. You're constantly discovering new things about yourself and the world around you. The process of building confidence is a dynamic and ever-evolving adventure, full of surprises and opportunities for growth. Sharing your gifts with the world. As you build your confidence, remember that you're not just doing this for yourself. The world needs your unique gifts and talents. Don't let fear or self-doubt hold you back. Embrace the journey, celebrate your successes, learn from your setbacks, and keep moving forward. The best is yet to come. Congratulations on taking this brave and important step toward building self-confidence and living a more fulfilling life. Remember, confidence is a muscle that needs to be exercised regularly. Keep practicing the techniques you've learned. Set new goals, embrace new challenges, and never stop growing. The world is waiting for you to shine.